Hello, welcome back. We're going to play a bit of Stardew Valley today. Thought it would be quite nice. My partner's just started playing it. And for my very special grandson, I want you to have this sealed envelope. No, don't open it yet. Have patience. Now, listen close. There will come a day when you feel crushed by the burden of modern life. And your bright spirit will fade before a growing emptiness. When that happens, my boy, you'll be ready for this gift. Yeah, I'm fine. I haven't lost all mine. Dear Bobby Brick, that's us. If you're reading this, you must be in dire need of a change. The same thing happened to me long ago. I'd lost sight of what mattered most in life, real connections with other people and nature. So, I dropped everything and moved to the place I truly belong. I've enclosed the deed to that place, my pride and joy, Sleeping Brick Farm. It's located in Stardew Valley on the southern coast. It's the perfect place to start your new life. This was my most precious gift of all, and now it's yours. I know you'll honour the family name, my boy. Good luck. Love, Grandpa. P.S. If Lewis is still alive, say hi to the old guy for me, will you? Hello, you must be Bobby Brick. I'm Robin, the local carpenter. Mayor Lewis sent me here to fetch you and show you the way to your new home. He's there right now, tidying things up for your arrival. I mean, welcome to Stardew Valley in effect. Hello, Robin. Where's the farming? Show me the farming. It's looking, of course, like it needs a bit of a tidy, but that's fine, we all expect this. Who doesn't? I mean, my home at the moment, absolute state, absolute state. We can do work with this. Right, welcome to Stardew Valley, guys. Now, I am certain I'm not the first person you'll have ever seen play this game. It's not exactly a small game, being one of it's highly rated on all of Steam, of course. But, you know, it's all about good fun. Now, first thing, I am extremely particular about where these things are all placed in my inventory. So I'm just going to have a little bit of a shift around. It's fairly similar to where I have things in the old Minecraft and all that jazz. Right, so You might have heard me say in the intro, my partner's just started playing this game, so this kind of got me back into it. She's made me, for those who know me in real life, I am a fairly competitive person, to say the least, so it's probably no surprise if my sister, for instance, is watching. She's probably shaking her head at my general attitude that I've decided to get back into it after finding out that my partner might like to play it. Anyway, just going to craft out a small little spot for some parsnips. Think we've got just shy of enough, right? And we can give these bad boys a water, and then we'll probably head down to, again, I feel the need to explain everything, but that's probably not fully necessary. Again, I'm certain if you're watching this on just a rinky-dink little channel, then it's probable that you are already familiar with the game, but we're going to head down to Pierre, the general store manager, in just a second and see if we can get something a little bit more on the go, try and maximize what we're doing, essentially. Right, let's just have a quick look. It's weird to think not got any of these filled in. I have another save, so for those wondering, I have about 200 plus hours on Stardew from a different profile, but I thought, given I'm taking people along on a bit of a journey, bit of a quest, I thought it was only fitting that, started a new profile rather than right along a few hundred hours in. But actually, I've not played this game in, goodness, I'd say a few years, really. It was just about, I think they did some kind of like Coconut Island or something like that. I stopped playing just before that. Had things going on when I was at university, and just kind of fell out of the habit, to be honest. There's Monsieur Gus, will cap him. Hello, what? I apparently can't speak. Shall I try that from the start? Well, hello there. I'm Gus, chef and owner of the Stardrop Saloon. Nice to meet you, Gus. I'm getting some supplies for the saloon. Pierre's got the good stuff. The good. I wonder. Now, Porden, gotta get Pierre too. Hey, it's Mr. Bobby Brick, the new farmer. I'm Pierre, owner of the local general store. If you're looking for seeds, yada yada. We know, Pierre. We know. Frankly, you're lucky I'm not going to be selling you out. Now, I'm just wondering, we're at the start of spring, and I'm just thinking, what could I start with? So I think the most economic tends to be parsnips. I am tempted by some potatoes, I can't lie. Essentially, I'm looking for things for a quick turnaround so that we can get on the cauliflower game somewhat. We don't want to go all in on cauliflower stonks, of course. Get some more parsnips, and you know what? We'll help ourselves to a few potatoes too. Why not? Why not? We're going to splurge, right? Let's go get these planted. We've got plenty of time. Let's just have a look. Lewis's birthday. I think, is it Mayor Lewis that likes chilies? I'm not certain. He likes something that's growable, but I mean, I'm sure the hardcore Stardewers, the Stardrop Kings, are all typing furious comments about me, and my knowledge of birthdays and liked categories and whatnot. But it's been a few years. Please, I'm imploring you to cut me some slack. I'm but a fool. I'm a fool. I just need some support, some kindness as we start this new little journey. Right. Just carve out a patch here. It does feel weird. I'm used to having all the upgrades, so it feels weird having to take this one at a time. But from humble beginnings and all that, quick fill up, and we'll make a little potato side plot just here. There we go. Right. And let's just harvest some of these trees before they become bigger and badder. And I'm just going to check in a minute to see if we can go and maybe find something worth, not worth, something that we can forage. Because for those who can count to 0, oh, that's a seed, that's nice. For those who can count to 0, we currently have absolutely no wonga on the go. So we just need to work as much as we possible to get something on the go. We're really thinking about rapid expansion here, guys. Yeah, we're properly thinking about our future. Are those both parsnip seeds? That'd be quite a lucky draw. Right, let's have a look at what we've got on the go. Might pop and see if our local homeless man has anything to say to us as well. Anyway, I hope that you're doing well. I'm talking all of this like you are, of course, watching, but not to be strict, not to be cruel, but I'm hoping that you're all tucked away firmly, getting ready for bed. Maybe cozying in, just home invading currently a poor homeless man, but that's fine, he's not around. Can we find anyone else? There he is. Hello, hello. It's always tempting when you watch people play Stardew. You get some people who are just straightforward, this is me playing the game. You get other people who are like putting on the voices and everything. I'm not sure where I fall on that one. I'm perhaps not at that level of confidence. You guys have to at least buy me dinner first, I think. Is he on his way? Still tucked away. He was always the Sebastian, I think his name is. He's always the one I found the most challenging to get to. He's quite the introvert, I suppose. Quite the introvert. So it's just finding a way to get to talk to him. Just doing the whistle stop. Hello, Abigail. Oh, that's right. I heard someone new was moving on to that old farm. It's kind of a shame, really. I always enjoyed exploring those overgrown fields by myself. That's called trespassing. I don't know if there's a police officer in Stardew that's been added in, but they made me bring the strong arm of Johnny Law. Right, what have we got over here? Anything in particular? Maybe there's just nothing forageable on the first day. That feels kind of weird. We got great people. We got a harvest of parsnip. I mean, there's William. I'm getting a strong sense that it just might be that no one's around. Nothing grows on the first day. That's fine. It's all a learning experience. It's been a long time since. I'm just thinking, we can't just walk into people's homes, can we? We can't. Hello, it's me, the local home invader. I can read on your face you're going to love it here in Pelican Town. Also, who are you, strange man that's just wandered into my home? It's me, Bobby Brick. I've got stuck on a footstool. I'm running away. Let's invade this home of a poor single mother. Anyone home? Hello? Hello? Nope, no one to defend their valuables. We're just going to wander out after slating the long arm of the law. Hello, Vincent. This is concerning, young child. We're going to wander away. Jody, hello, hello, it's nice to see you. You too, Caroline. Yes, yes. Thank you for telling me about Pierre. Jody, Queen Jody. Ooh. Nanny Evelyn as well. Hello. You can call me Granny if you like. I don't think I will for a wide variety of reasons. Right. Can we get to the community centre yet? I'm just trying. It's hard in a way because to my mind, everything's just accessible. Like it's all just available for the taking, essentially. So if I go here, it's locked. Never mind. We have got we've got a forage. We've got a forage daffodil. It's all go. Bring it back. Bring it back. I can assure you, I'm going to feel so much better once we have these 2 seeds planted. See, it's funny because in fact, I'm curious what this is listed as on the Steam page, because I feel like it might be relaxing, and if I'm being, I love this game, holds a very near and dear place in my heart, but I absolutely do not find it relaxing. I find it about as stressful as anything could possibly be, and it's this bad boy just in the top right that's doing that. It just counts down constantly. And I just stress it all the time, like, right, how am I going to optimize the like OCD nature? And it's like, well, I need to be here and I need to be there, and oh, I've got to do this and that and the other. Hello, Harvey. How are you with your fine moustache? I wonder if anyone's gone. There's Alex, right? I think in my original save, I maybe talked to him 3 times. I'll see you around. To you too, Alex. I'll see you too. Here we have poor Penny. That came out sounding much worse than I meant. I cannot stress enough, was not referring to socio-economic status, of course, that. I've well and truly set myself up. I'm stammering around Stardew now. Hello, just Penny. Rich Penny. Character Rich Penny. Pam. Hi, Pam. Nice to meet you. Wait, she has more to say. Even more to say. Never mind, I'm just going to repeat. Will this count as meeting Shane? Hello to you too, Shane. Nice to meet you. Did that count? Let's just have a quick look. We're just going to scan through. There he is. This is so useful. When did they add this? Oh, I hope this was. I spent so much time on my original save tabbed out that if that was in the original game, I don't think I'd be able to cope with myself. It would be too much. What? Who's the bookseller? What? There's too much going on. There's too much change. We're lucky I'm not just tapping out right now. This is all too much. What do you mean, bookseller, and weird star question things? I can't cope with this. On the bright side, I hope that you are all enjoying the video. Is this, hopefully some people fall asleep and I can use this chance to do some kind of like subliminal messaging. Like the video, subscribe for more content. If you could hear the sound of that car whizzing past my home, I am so sorry. Right. With 10 more energy, let's see if we can just knock a few more of these out. Almost, almost, almost. 2, 3. There we go. Right. Bring a few of these down as well. And then I think we shall call it a Stardew Valley day there. 8:30. The witching hour, clearly. Right, there we go. Nothing from fishing in garbages. Day 2. Right. And I think this was the main reason I eventually stopped with Stardew Valley. Is Spirits a very happy state. Thank goodness we've not unlocked a mine. That would have been too useful. But I remember I was at university at the time, and I just got to a point where I was spending more time on Stardew than my actual, like, coursework I was doing at the time. It was waking up. Okay, now I've got to do my Stardew Valley chores, and oh, the greenhouse as well, and oh, there's this, and oh, there's that. And it just got to a point where I was like, I could be spending this time doing something productive in the real world. I could be learning a language right now. I could be, you know, at the time I was at university, so I could be working or, doing whatever, out socializing. Perish the thought, of course. So that was very, way, way too posh of me. Perish the thought. But I just got back from the fishing trip. You should come down to the beach sometime. I've got something for you. Cheers, big man. Yeah, I just got to a point with it where I was like, I could continue playing Stardew, or I could like try and do something outside of it with my life. I mean, of course I didn't. I just started playing something else, probably Skyrim at that point. I mean, for the millionth time, of course, but it was a valiant effort. I at least tried to escape the vortex of Stardew at that point. But yeah, it was just yeah, kind of a time sink, I suppose. Now that I'm thinking about it, did I say in the start that I last played Stardew Valley in 2024? Because I'm thinking about it. I think it might have been COVID, if I'm being honest. Which is weird to think about. It feels like it was just the other day, to be honest. But, see how it goes. Right. To the beach before 5 p.m. Let's go now. Save ourselves a bit of hassle. Yeah. I feel like I'm talking to myself a lot. I'm in a weird flux state where I feel like I should be asking, how are you guys doing? Have you had a good day? Hope that you're doing really well, but it's kind of that weird parasocial mix where at the end of the day I'm very much talking to myself alone in my room. My partner passed me whilst I was doing the introduction. I'm probably going to have to cut a little bit of it, and she may have thought I was showing signs of schizophrenia. Oh, here's the big man himself. We're going to just put that there, pretend he's just blowing bubbles behind this. Ahoy there, son. Heard there was a newcomer in town. Good to finally meet you. There we go. We're bypassing restrictions. He's turned away. I'm still trying to unwind from a month out on the salty seas. It was a big haul. I saw a lot of good fish. Finally saved enough to buy me a new rod. And we all know what that means in video game terms. Here, I want you to have my old fishing rod. Gee, thanks, mister. It's important to me that the art of fishing stays alive. And hey, maybe you'll buy something from the shop once in a while. We'll see. We can always try. But this, we've been set up. The game has set us up. Let's get rid of the sap. We don't need that. I didn't sell the daffodil. How delightfully devilish, Seymour. There's good water here in the valley. All kinds of fish. Oh yeah, my shop's back open now, so come by if you need supplies. I'll also buy anything you catch. If it smells, it sells. That's what my old bappy used to say anyway. Gee, oh no, put the mouse over, put the mouse. It's bubbles, kids. It's bubbles. Don't look too closely. It's just bubbles. Right, let's get this bad boy to try. Wouldn't it be good? Give it a bit of the old. Apologies for that. I had a quick conversation with my partner there. I can assure you, through no editing magic, we did manage to catch the anchovy, so what do I get rid of? Plenty of daffodils in the sea and all that. Who knows how many fish there can be. Right. Let's go through, say hello to Willie. Easy on, by the way, those people who are, getting certain types of dreams. We don't need that. Thank you very much. We're very much on the level here. Okay. Oh, she's a fighter. She's a fighter. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Here we go. Here we go. Got him. Sorry, I'm sure that many people thinking, wow, that was annoying. It's okay. I get that a lot, clearly. I see what I've done. We'll get plenty of coal, plenty of coal. Just... Oh, that surprised me. I thought we would have been able to sell seaweed in there. Apparently not. Okay, I think our number one task when we go back to the farm is going to be to craft a chest. If there's one thing I'm seeing here, it's that Mr. Mutton Chops, his back do be aching, unfortunately. Oh, bit more, bit more. Here we go. This is probably the most exciting one. And as soon as I said that, the fish gone, no, 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 don't be ridiculous. There can be no excitement in this one. Right down to the bottom. You know what? We're getting some decent bit of wonga. Decent bit of wonga. Just gonna see. Maybe we'll go down to about 80 energy. Delightful. 80 energy. We'll see. You forget how far the progress is. Sorry, have to clutch up very quickly. I had to do another task. You forget how far the progress is from start to end when you come back to the beginning, because to my mind that was always like the most challenging thing fishing to start the game. You're like, oh, this is really giving me a run for my money. But now, like, might be the simplest thing of all time. It just requires a bit of a gentle touch. Hey, how are we sitting on the energy front? Okay, we'll make this our last fish, and then we'll head back to the farm. There we go, and we'll give that a sell. Blink. Okay, now let's head back. Out of curiosity, chest 50 wood. For those curious, you're thinking, why is he taking such abnormal breaths? We've got 49. We have 49 wood, so cheers game. I really appreciate the light trolling we've got on the go there. There's a non-zero apartment that just wants to bin absolutely everything, purely out of spite, but I'm going to avoid doing that, just for the moment at least. Now I can see we've got a few bits that we can forage, and I'm just thinking, what do we get rid of, basically? Let's get rid of the seeds. There's Elliot. I'm not sure I've spoken to Elliot. The new farmer we've all been expecting, and whose arrival has sparked many a conversation. I'm Elliot. I live in a little cabin by the beach. It's a pleasure to meet you. Don't know why I feel like he talks that up. I feel Elliot's got a fair bit of gusto about him, and I don't mean the Ratatouille character. Quick bin search. Let's see if we can sell some stuff to Pierre quickly. Hello, Abigail. We say hello. I'm not in a good mood right now. Any reason? I feel like I should have guessed that would be the response. We're just going to wander off. Nope, can't sell any of that. And we're just gonna see if we can say hello to a few people. It's a wide. Actually, I was gonna say it's a wide collection. It's a wide collection. Ah, Mayor Lewis told me you just arrived. I'm Marnie. Yeah, it's actually only Marnie that we haven't met there. So, we're just gonna wander away. Just thinking what else we need to do. We need to create a chest. I'd like to store this. Do I want to store the seaweed? We'll get rid of the seaweed for timing. We don't really need it. Just lob those. And where's something we can... Let's just get rid of this tree. We'll use some energy to do so. But that's fine. Timber and all that. The Canadian lumberjack showing through. And where do we want our chest? Can we place it up here? We can. Good intel. Right. Just, let's give it a nice purple hue. And we'll just lob the odd bits and bobs in that we don't really have a use for at the moment. Okay. What else can we do today? Let's have a little look for some forageables. Maybe, is Pierre open on Wednesdays? I'm going to say, yeah, definitely open on Wednesdays. But one way or another, it would be good to get some seeds. How many? I'd like to save up. We can get a 9x9 tile of cauliflower on the go. If I remember correctly, I think that can sometimes be forageable. Yep, there we go. I was worried for a second. I thought, oh, I don't remember if there is any forageables up in that little section, but oh, radish alert. Here we go. I've never had horseradish, if I'm being honest. Is that what they use to make radish? Like horse... Okay, I was about to ask a very stupid question, but I've cut myself off, and I'm not going to edit that out, but I would like every single one of those people watching, which is at the moment, likely the nobody people watching, just forget I said anything. You're that new farmer boy, aren't you? Huh? Oh, I'm Haley. Hello, Haley. Have a daffodil. I don't know if you like them. Oh, what a nice surprise. For me? Thank you. Truly delightful. Out of curiosity. If it weren't for those horrendous clothes, you might actually be cute. I get the same compliment often, but without the last part. It's really keeping things consistent with my real life, actually. Right. Just thinking, who have we not met? I'm really on the grind set at the moment. Is there anyone? Sam, Jazz, George, Clint, Emo Boy, Leah, Wizard Man. Right. We are off to good... Oh, commission accomplished. Hi. We can... I'm tutoring Vincent and Jazz today. They're a handful, but it's nice to make a difference in someone's life. Penny, I'm sure you make a difference to plenty of people's life. Stop being so dour. Anyway, that was needlessly rude, but I said it, and you know what? I frickin' stand by it. What are you gonna do? There's Gorgeous Georges. It's irritating to have to meet all these new people, huh? Name's George, by the way. Now buzz off. Straight out of a cartoon, George. Straight out of a cartoon. Is Pierre still open at this time? Oh, no. How much does the bag cost? Let's have a quick look. $2 grand. Well, we're about 10% of the way there, you know. Sometimes I get new items stuck to it, so make sure to stop by every so often. Cheers, Pierre. Big ups to the P-Man. Don't know, I was expecting a massive change. It is, of course, going to be the same as always, because we checked only a few minutes ago. Anyway, I think I was saying a while ago, but those people who know me in real life know I tend to flit between flights of fancy. But how are you? Essentially, hope that you guys are all doing well. I would expect to have a variety of people falling asleep to my not so dulcet tones, but I hope that you're doing well. It's 4th of July today, so I mean, I don't know what proportion of people who watch YouTube are American. I imagine probably most of them, just based on no data whatsoever, but I feel like it's most people. So I hope that you guys are having a nice 4th of July over there. It's sunny over here. I mean, America's a continent, so, well, effectively a continent. Ha ha ha, I know it's not the continent itself, but it's effectively a continent in terms of width. So, I mean, I'm sure it's raining somewhere over there, but I hope you guys have nice enough weather at the moment. He's there! He's there! Oh, almost had Sam. Money has caught me being a raccoon, but that's fine. Actually, you know what? There we go. I'm going to go through... Marnie, have you got bins? I'm going to go through your bins just because you decided to give me Tude. Thank you very much. I sell livestock and animal care products in my ranch. You should swing by sometimes. Well, after that exchange we just had, you know what? Way to alienate your customer. Yep, I don't know why it's locked. There is a single woman living there, and it's currently 8 p.m, so I'm certain she does not love that there is some random newcomer to the valley trying to open a door. How strange. Please be a way through. I see the conundrum I might have got myself into here. We're going to try nonetheless. Can we just shortcut through? Maybe. Whee! There we go. Once again, we'll give it a nice early night. Quickly bin that lovely bit of algae. Sin bin our delightful, useless bits of stuff. Nothing on la tele. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's get a fire on the go. Make it nice and cozy for you guys. Don't say I never do anything for you. Oh, nice. Managed to get both fishing rod and foraging proficiency up. Trees can drop seeds. That's very nice. Don't really care for anything else. How much we get? More than I thought we would, which is quite nice. Right. Rainy weather. We like it. We like it. And bad luck today. Okay, we shall survive. No, you... Oh, you're lucky. You're lucky. I'm trying to be appropriate for the folks at home. I'll make scarecrow. Quick answer. No, we cannot. Well, that's going to be upsetting to look at. Advertisement. I keep finding cool stuff, but my backpack... Oh, I'm not going to even waste you guys' time with spam mail. Remind me to go give Pierre what for. That that's so and so. Right, where are we going to place these? Let's put them just here, a nice little carrot town corner. There we go. Truly delightful. I really am hoping you guys can't hear the clicking of my chair. It's very old, and by very old I mean a little bit old. We'll say it's unbelievably old. Oh, baby, we have lucked out on the foraging front. Anything here? Chair, please, please. They're the kind folks at home. They just want to fall asleep. They're not looking... I mean, maybe they are looking for that ASMR. I'm not... Who am I to tell you what you're looking for, I suppose? But I'm going to say, no, they don't want that. They don't want that, man. Be respectful. Right. Moment of truth. Let's see if Pierre is open. I can't remember why. I remember the vibe of wanting to be open today. But I don't remember why I wanted them open. And if you're saying it's for cauliflower seeds, I've looked and I think cauliflower seeds are going to be too expensive for us at the moment. There's Shane. We're just going to... Now we've been ramage. Got a nice little cola. And you know what? Let's give a bit of fishing spot here. See if we can get something other than sea fish. Although now I think about it, we liked that spot because we were able to very quickly go and sell to Willie. So for all of my thinking about this spot, probably about T-1 minute from... Holy persh, Batman. Okay. That did not go how I expected it to go, just if I'm being open and level with you guys. Just being honest. More clams for the clam god. Gulls. Get out of here. Right. Let's see if we can catch some fish here. But, I mean, the precedent we've got off to on this day is not necessarily a positive one, just to be honest. And just like that, back to good old faithful. Well, I'm sure this is the exciting gameplay you're all here for. Watching me struggle to catch a fish that is stood nearly stock still. Right, here we go, it's game time. Oh, we're gonna hype this one up. Oh, leaving it. It's on the edge, This is a big one, here we go. Oh, did you see that? We had to put a solid 5 clicks in for that tiny little sardine. Might have a tenth of a can's worth there. Anyway, once again, I got carried away. How are you guys? I know we talked about 4th of July. It's due to be heat waving soon over here, but, you know, I, as a pale, lanky individual, I must say, not really looking forward to the incoming heat wave that we're due to get. It's, yeah, gonna be an exciting one, I expect. Not a stonefish bait. Sorry, I'm getting distracted by some of these. Not easier, but can only catch basic fish. Fish tank, small fish tank. Have I lost my mind? I feel like a lot of these just are new things. Fair play to Concerned Ape if he's adding all of this. That's, I mean, lovely, really. Anyway, yeah, heat wave incoming. Do not have any level of air conditioning, so really just looking forward to turning into what we would refer to as a sweaty Betty around my area. But, you know, it'll be dialing in. He's fighting. Oh, look at that. There we go. Anyway, yeah, the last heat wave turned to a proper sweaty Betty, so I think this one I'm a bit like, it'll be interesting to see whether you acclimatise or if I'm just going to remain among the most disgusting individuals on the planet. Now, if you were to force my hand and make me be a betting man, I very much believe that we're going to Sweatstown. We're going to become a Betty. We're going to become a little Betty. When I went to Japan with my friend, how long ago was that? Maybe coming up on 3 years ago. We went, and it was about this time 3 years ago, and it was about 32 to 36 degrees every single day. And you know, when you pay as much as you do to go over there and do all the things that we were doing over the course of about 2.5 weeks, you want to get your money's worth. So we were pounding the pavement, so to speak, which now I say out loud does feel like a level of euphemism to it, but I can assure you it wasn't that kind of trip. But we were getting our steps in every day. We're talking about 30-ish thousand steps, and I dubbed myself Sweaty basically king sweats for all intents and purposes. Like, my friend is a very, we went to university together, and he was always the golden boy, you know, whereas I am very much the grotesque animal at all times. So he would come into every photo with this kind of like, oh, this is the look, and you'd be like, nailed it. You're very, very photogenic. Whereas I'd get into a photo and it would just look like I was like disgustingly equipped to deal with the heat, and just looks like I'd never seen a camera before. Basically, just stood there like, "Hi guys, it's me. I'm really just dying a death here in this heat, to be honest." And yeah, the more I think about it, the more I go, I should have just chosen to be the silent cameraman, the Robin to his Batman, so to speak, throughout the entire holiday, because it was a proper job. It does take me back. At one point we went to Disneyland, and my friend, for, you know, he's a lovely guy, really lovely guy, but he has a level of wanting to be the lad at all times, right? And we went to Disneyland, which was, I mean, fun, enjoyed it. Maybe not so much in the 36-degree heat when you're standing in lines, but you know, we were around Disneyland with a bunch of children in a country that we didn't know effectively. But either way, that's whatever. That's whatever. It was fine, and we went to a restaurant at Disneyland Tokyo, and the waitress, bless her, didn't speak great English, and me and my friend sat down for a meal, and she went, you guys are thinking, there's no way he does it in an accent. Oh baby, I hate to disappoint you. I'm doing the accent. Oh, photo. You're thinking, wow, he's so good at doing accents. Thank you. What can I say? I'm a bit of a linguist. But anyway, oh, you do want photo? And we're like, oh, my friend was like, well, you know, it's looks like we're kind of and I was like, yep, get over here, big lad, you're coming in for a photo, get in here. Pulled him right in tight, and the waitress got a few photos with my friend, wide-eyed, like, I'm having a great time right now. And I was just you know, looking very, very happy. Me and my friend, the happy little couple that we were on that holiday. And the waitress topped off with a lovely couple, and we just we had very different opinions to that. One of us, I'm not going to tell you who, I'm just going to say fact. One of us found it very funny. The other person was slightly mortified, but you know, who is who? I'm just going to leave that to you to infer. It's a challenging task, I know, but it's one that I believe in you to be able to accomplish realistically. Yeah, I know. Anywho, we have a fair bit of energy left over for today, so I'm thinking, how can we best make use of it? I think let's give a bit more of our farm a clear. And a large part of me also thinks, wow, what's the point in doing any of this? Because it's just going to grow back in summer, because there's absolutely 0% chance that we make use of all of this space before that time. And to those of you who are thinking that, including my lazier self, it's not about that, man. It's all about doing our best, okay? We're just here along for the ride. I also know at some point Mr. Demetrius is going to come over and ask us what we want put into this cave. I've always gone for mushroom cave. I think if it stayed the same, it was, when I last played, a choice between mushrooms and bats, I want to say. I always liked the mushroom cave. I found it tricky sometimes to find mushrooms outside of the cave systems. Which, now that I'm saying that, I don't think I'm not even certain you can find mushrooms outside the caves. You know what I mean. I'm saying it's tricky, okay? But, it's time to feel exhausted. Where are we at? 9? Good old Joja Cola. Here we go. Give it a little sup. Supinski. Right. How we looking? Wee. Okay, I won't do one more. I really want to do one more, but that's slightly gambling based. What was I saying? Yeah, I don't know if it's Batcave or whether it is Batcave, feeling the justice. If it's Batcave or whether it's mushroom. But I always like mushroom. You could find mushrooms, just let them grow, pick them up from the cave, they regrow, versus having to like sift through cave systems and yada yada yada. And I just for life I can't remember what it is that bats actually drop off. And I mean, back in my day on the forums, I seem to remember hearing that bats weren't altogether good. Like not that they were like terrible. Well, no, basically what I heard is that they were terrible. I don't know why I'm trying to sugarcoat it. I don't want to hurt the poor binary code's feelings. No, freak the feelings of the code, man. I am the one who feels. Am I crazy? Was it today that we sifted through their bins? Well, never mind. Right. Wizard, Leah. Those are the two people we still need to catch. Did not love the phrasing of that. Those are the two people we still need to meet. There we go. That's a bit more effective phrasing. Now, Minecraft, moment. Let's keep one of those for Madam Haley for when it's her birthday. Green algae away. I am going to quickly watch the weather report. I think it's supposed to be sunny. Delightful. That's my partner sifting around downstairs. Say hello. Hello, partner. Hello. Nice to hear you. Apologies, I was correct. She did indeed decide to very rudely get some ice cream without me. So we've had words. She is aware. Actually, her words and her deeds will have consequences, I'm certain. What am I saying? Anyway, what do? They find a whole bunch of stuff growing right out in the dirt. Delightful. Very displeased. No mining today. Right. Kind of sunny all day. What am I saying? I feel like I'm not only driving myself insane, but also, well, I was gonna say you guys, but again, you guys should be pretty sound asleep, pretty much completely sound asleep. Anyway, I have asked you a few times how you guys are doing. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit upset because you have all not yet asked me how I am doing, but that's something I'll forgive you on for the moment. I'll forgive you. I'll just tell you, in fact, that the narcissist in me is thinking, yeah, you know what, I'm just frig what you want, man. I'm just going to tell you how I'm doing. I'm okay. Thanks for asking. Oops, out of water. Quick top up on the waterage front. I'm okay. Thanks for asking. It's been a bit of a weird week for those of you who ask / are curious, which is all 0 of you. I am a teacher. We are coming up on the end of this academic year. Wahey. Oh, it's nice to be a teacher and get the summer holidays off. Ha ha ha. Well, I gotta freaking suffer through children being insane throughout the year, man. Why am I work flexing? I'm so sorry. That's so annoying when people do that. But anyway, yeah, no, I am a teacher, and it's been an alright week. I've got quite lucky in the sense that I am a teacher of, I was going to say older children, but they're really not that old. They're, like 8 to 10-year-olds, so that it's not too bad. But I teach them, and it's that time of year, and I know a few people know exactly where I'm going to go. Maybe some teachers in the crowd going, okay, it's that time of year where we start to do a bit of, I'm going to say it, close your ears, guys, if you can, because it's the haha word. We do a bit of sex ed, and it is just one of those subjects that, just to be frank, as a teacher, makes you want to die when you teach it. You always get interesting stories, but you just go, oh god, it's that time of the year again. and I've lucked out. I've lucked out because one of the school's teaching assistants has chosen to lead it instead. So I'm sitting at the back like, hey, I just get to hang out. I'm going to be joking around with the kids. But she's already done one of the lessons with the older lot. And again, older lot, like, you're thinking, like, what, the 16-year-olds? No, they're like 10 to 11. Ancient. But she's leading it with them. And they are characters, to say the least. But point being, they they do it in kind of groups, in essence, in small groups. And some of mine go through because it's a split class, split between two different year groups across different teachers. So some of mine go through for that session, and I have one little boy who is, bless him, lovely chap, really, really enjoy having him in my class. But to say that he is autistic is putting it mildly in many ways. So he basically lives to the beat of his own drum, and they went through for this sex ed lesson and came back, and it's always the same with these kids. I remember one year I taught it, and you have children who are like, "What is this? This is oh my god, this is blowing my mind," type thing, which always makes you go, wow, I feel incredibly uncomfortable right now. But anyway, and he came back through and went, what the hell was that? I went, what do you mean? Sorry, that was the weirdest PSHE lesson I've ever done. I was like, what? Just stammering, essentially. Just went, I learned about penis. And just wandered off. I was like, what? What? Looked at my teaching assistant, not the one who taught it, but a different teaching assistant who's in my class, and she was like, how do we respond to this? I was like, I'm just gonna pretend like nothing's ever happened on that one. And you know what? Many of you are thinking, what happened next? He just wandered off. He just wandered off to do whatever comes next in his little mind. And frankly, wouldn't have him any other way. But yeah, it's always weird when you work as a teacher, because you as you kind of get older, you just forget how bloody weird children are. But they're so strange. They're so strange. I remember I once taught that older lot, the 10 and 11-year-olds. Oh my god, ancient. But I once taught them, a few years ago. Well, this was my first year ever teaching, and I taught them. And one of the things you have to do, of course, are exams. You do different sets of exams, and I had one child who got, how far through the exam would I say? Maybe 10% through an exam, and it was a not a terribly long exam, but he basically just opened the book, looked at it, went, no, not doing that. And I know you're thinking, well, did you force him to stay behind? No, I just kind of sat, and I was just, sorry, my partner is also playing Stardew at the moment, and she was just telling me that she'd managed to get a chest. She is racing me to become the fishing god, clearly, so don't worry. We're going to go and challenge her now. But, oh, there we go. Hello, it's nice to meet you. Hello, Leah, it's nice to meet you. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, we were a few minutes into this exam. He basically just was like, can't be bothered. And, as a teacher, hate running the exams because it's just, I can't just, it's just boring. It's just, wait. Have I said hello to Sam? Run. Got him. Hi, I'm Sam. Good to meet you. Why am I giving him that voice? I'm trying to go for like a tubular. Anyway, this child just noped out an exam, essentially. Just couldn't. That was very poor reaction speed. Just couldn't be bothered with the exam, in essence, or really was just like, nope. So he did the only rational thing that he could do to kind of make up the time, which is that he picked his nose, and many of you, what are you doing? Stop talking about this. I'm going to anyway. I'm going to do it anyway. And he started talking. I started. I'm getting myself turned around here. Sorry, I've disgusted myself clearly. He started picking his nose, lining the golden nuggets, so to speak, that he found across the corner of his desk, lined them up in perfect rows with his ruler, and then one by one just started aiming them towards the front of the class and just giving them a little flick, just to show him who's boss, just checking the trajectory. And in fairness, the best part of that was during a maths exam, so I was kind of like, yeah, fair enough. He's working on getting that trajectory. He's working on building all these high level mathematical concepts. Frankly, I think give him 10 years, I think he could be working for NASA, quite frankly. He could be really looking at launching us into the next generation of space exploration. I mean, it's what we in the business call, just noting, 4 p.m. 10 past 4. Truly delightful. Yeah, he's going to launch us into the next generation of spaceflight, basically. I don't see any other way around it. And I, for one, am here for it. We're going Booger Force 1, I think. Do feel free, if you're still awake, to type down other ideas for what the missions could be called. We got Booger Force 1, Snot Rocket 12. I'm going to stop talking now, because I am certain that the refresh rate is like, looking at the analytics, if there's anyone, the one person watching this, go, absolutely not, in response to this conversation. And yet, and yet, I'm not sorry for talking about this, and that's the main thing that I'm going for. Oh God, I'm so I'm so sorry that you have to endure this. And also, you know what? You don't have to endure this. You're choosing to. And if you are here, just know I'm very grateful for your presence. You're making a difference. I don't know in what way. It's not like we're going through a war or anything, but you're making a difference. Whether it's... No, I've got nothing. We're not making a difference. We're just listening to the ramblings of a madman, in effect. But, you know, we can all have fun along the way, or at least I can. That's what matters most. More daffodils, daffodils for the daffodil gods, of course. Anyway, yeah, I think teaching's a weird profession. When I spoke with my sister, saw her yesterday, it was very exciting. She's currently pregnant, in case you didn't know, and she was just talking, about her job. She's a speech and language therapist. I was talking about my job as a teacher, and essentially she just was vocalizing how glad she is that she wasn't a teacher, and how much she was like, no, just can't be. I almost said how much she can't be bothered dealing with kids in the same paragraph as talking about the fact that she's pregnant. I promise she can deal with kids. I'm not concerned or anything, just to make that extremely clear for everyone. But yeah, she was just talking about she did not love the sound of the teaching profession, and was just detailing all the different jobs that she'd rather do. There are a few that didn't quite make the cut that she'd rather be a teacher than do. One of them was a sewage worker. She would not want to work with sewage. In fairness, neither would I. I think we both have the the strength of stomach of a 4-year-old who's just eaten something mouldy. Clint, there we go. We've got him. Hi, I'm Clint. What's the best weirdo voice I can do? Because this man here, Open 1.7, they big him up. Because at the moment, whew, whew, I'm the town blacksmith. If you ever need to upgrade your tools, I'm your guy. I've dipped into the same voice I used for my autistic student earlier. I apologise to him. Whether it's to Clint or my autistic student, I don't know yet. We'll see. Anywho, yeah, so she would not want to be a sewage worker. I'm trying to think what else she said. She'd rather work on a boat, which is shocking given she is prone to extreme bouts of seasickness. Always a joy, always a joy. How are we looking on the money front? Not a landmark day on the moolah, but that's okay. What else did she say? I mean, she's currently working with heavily disabled adults as speech and language therapist. So basically, man, she hates dealing with children. Oh, the dog. Hello, Bobby Brick. You see this dog here? I do. We've lost a parsnip. Parsnip alert, there's a gap. I found it sitting outside the entrance to your farm. I think it's a stray, poor thing. Hey, it seems to like this place. Hey, don't you think this farm could use a good dog? Absolutely will adopt the dog. And you know what? I'm going to name it after my old dog, Leo. Well, Leo, you be a good pooch now, okay? Delightfully devilish. I must pet the dog. Where's the dog? Dougie. Let me pet. Well, have I pet? I'm being extremely unkind to the dog. I'm just going to wander away. The dog does not deserve that. Just going to also set to over here so I don't accidentally use my pickaxe on any of the parsnips. I've got some new ideas to sleep on. What on earth do you think that means? Does that mean I've leveled up? I'm going to go ahead and say yes. I have no idea whether that's the case, but I'm going to say yes. Right, let's give these a bit of water. And we have about 1,000 gold. How would we like to use that 1,000 gold? To our valued Jojo Mark customers, our team members have removed the landslide caused by our drilling operation near the mountain lake. I'd like to remind you that our drilling operation, blah 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 blah. Ooh, does that mean that we've unlocked the mine? Right, we are going to keep 2 parsnips. And I need to have a think because there is... Who's it's? Vincenzo's birthday coming up soon, and we need to make sure that we are making use of that sweet, sweet gift multiplier. When's his birthday? 10th of spring. 10th of spring. So, getting started. We take the money. We have one more person to meet. It's the wizard. Reach farming level 1, craft scarecrow. Still haven't got that. That's fine. We shall move on. Right. We'll go here. We'll lob some parsnips in. And we're just going to go ahead and refill the bucket as we head on into town. Yeah, what else did... Sorry, I'm just going back to what I was thinking about before that whole exchange. Were there any other jobs she said? I think it was just essentially the concept of how much she hates dealing with all these different things. I mean, it is... Demetrius wants seaweed. To the beach we go. Yeah, it was just essentially a long list of other things because children are difficult, I guess. It's always a joy working with them and just seeing what new ways they try and get you in some way. The head teacher of my school was pranked just the other week when she had brought up all of our year 6s to the front and one of them decided to say that it was another child's birthday, and my head teacher was lovely, but very much one to never sing happy birthday in assembly. She's like, no, it's too much. And when you've got enough children, it's going to be someone's birthday so often. It's too much to get people up. It's really excessive. And anyway, he went, oh, it's their birthday. Can we sing them happy birthday? And my head teacher, who never sings happy birthday, for once went, you know what? Let's sing them happy birthday. Brought the other child up to the front, and without saying why, I went, we've got some news. It's this child's birthday. And starts leading us on this rousing happy birthday. And the entire time everyone's like, yeah, happy birthday, happy birthday. And the child turned to their teacher and went, it's not my birthday. My head teacher had been rudely pranked. It's true, had been rudely pranked by one of these year 6 students. So, and you're thinking, oh, well, that's not too bad. Okay, how do I up the ante? That I have, in the last year, had multiple attempts at biting. Not me, I'm not trying... Okay, I want to rephrase. I am not trying to bite my students. They are trying to bite me. In a way, in the sense of to attack. They're not like... This is going off the rails. I don't know how to salvage this. They are just weird. You just get weird students who are like, right, it's biting time. And when they do that, they well and truly go off the rails. It was first thing in the morning, and I had the audacity to be standing on the front door and say good morning to them. So they went, right, this bad boy, he's getting bit. He's getting bit. Came at me, chomper at the ready, flying towards my arm. Obviously, I got the noodle arms out and was, oh, I wasn't expecting this. Pause, we'll come back to that. Oh, hi there. What an eyesore. This is Pelican Town's community centre, or what's left of it anyway. It used to be the pride and joy of the town, always bustling with activity. Now, just look at it. It's shameful. These days, the young folk would rather sit in front of the TV than engage with the community. Don't even think about clicking off this video. Don't even think about it. But listen to me. I sound like an old fool. Georgia Corporation has been hounding me to sell them the land so they can turn it into a warehouse. Pelican Town could use the money, but there's something stopping me from selling it. I guess old timers like me get attached to relics of the past. Oh well. If anyone else buys a JoJo Co. membership, I'm just gonna go ahead and sell it. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. Okay, I can buy. Here, let's go inside. We're well and truly method acting, Lewis. Next minute, I'm gonna go and shag Marnie. I'm so sorry. What's this? I guess Vincent and Jazz must have been playing in here. This place is even more dilapidated than I remember. Oh my goodness. What? They're eating her. And they're gonna eat me. Oh my god. Sorry. What's the matter? Are you ill? Yes, but it's much more of a cognitive thing at the moment. I think my viewers can tell, Lewis. You saw something. I wouldn't be surprised if this place was full of rats. Head nod to you too, Lewis. Head nod to you too. You're worrying me, Bobby Brick. Look, I think I'm going to head home. I need some lunch. And, of course, shag mine. Sorry, that was not on. Hey, I'll keep this place unlocked from now on. Maybe you can help catch that rat if you have some extra time. Strange. I'll have to come back and explore this building further. And if by come back we mean immediately, we need to be taken to Wizard Town. Quick, hustle. Boom. Sorted. Anyway, yeah, she came at me, this young lass, she came at me, chompers out, and I, of course, got the noodles. Both two noodle arms, and just kind of was like, no, we're not gonna bite me. I don't really fancy being shagged. Yeah, bet. It was like, no, we're just gonna calm ourselves down. She wasn't having it. She was properly, whilst I was doing it, was like a feral animal in some way. She just kept going for me. So, oh, another cutscene. We'll come back to it. Could have done that in a Minecraft villager voice, but thought I'd grace you guys a bit. I was just peering down to this old mine shaft. It's been abandoned for decades. Still, there's probably good ore down there. But a dark place undisturbed for so long, I'm afraid ore isn't the only thing you'll find. Don't want to make him a cowboy? Here, take this. You might need it. Do. You received a rusty sword. Straight out of the chum bucket. Name's Marlin, by the way. I run the Adventurers Guild right outside. I'll keep my eye on you. Prove yourself, and I might think about making you a member. Thank you, Marlin. Very delightful. You know what? Let's jump right down, as far as I'm concerned. Anyway, yeah, it was. No, we need to go and get stuff. We need to get stuff to plant. Thank goodness I remembered that. I was well and truly having a moment for a second there. That was close. Anyway, she came at me, chompers at the ready, and all I could do was kind of catch her on both arms on either side. I was like, no, we're not going to do that. And, this is where it's difficult dealing with kids as a teacher, because you kind of just go, yeah, these are going to be like, reasonable human beings. No, she just decided, right, I'm going lower, just going to sink down. So it was just her slowly descending as I slowly descended with her. Both of us just, me trying not to get bit, her basically trying to, I say basically trying to, literally trying to assault me, just going for my arms with her gnashes out, and it was just like, oh, don't really love, can we find like a better way to spend our time? This is probably not very effective for either of us. I don't really fancy being bit. You clearly fancy partaking on human flesh, you weird vampire girl. But yeah, talked with parents at the end of the day. They were like, yeah, she's just really anxious at the moment. I was like, you know what? I get that. I feel a bit anxious too sometimes, but you know what? Not really going about trying to eat other people. It's the same level that I'm sure Army Hammer's, he's going to say this legal too, Mom. Army Hammer's parents were at when he was in school. He's just a bit peckish. Just a bit peckish. Just wants to have a little slight nom of human flesh, just to kind of see the vibe that's going on with it. I'm going to stop talking before I actually get myself in legal trouble. Was Army Hammer even proven to be accountable? Army, it was just a joke. It was just a joke. It's okay. Please don't cry anymore, my sweet summer child. I'm sure this is all really helping my case. I'm just going to shut my mouth now. I'm really hoping you guys can't hear the shouting that's going on outside my home at the moment. I don't know what's going on. It's warm. So I've opened my windows, and I feel like the entire neighbourhood's come out at this point. It's all go. I've never heard it this busy. They've chosen the one moment I decide to, I'm going to put myself out there, do a bit of recording. No, don't be ridiculous. We're all coming out to play. It's the wild, wild west as far as they're concerned. Marlon knows, Marlon gets it. And some of you may be thinking, surely he's going to edit these sounds out. Surely. No, no, don't be ridiculous. That would be unacceptable in my mind. They're all staying in. That would require effort. Ooh, I forgot about her. Can I afford if there's anything? Sunfish. Trying to remember if garlic seed. I don't remember if these are things that continually, like, we need. I'm gonna go ahead and say no, we don't need it. It's a nice casual. I'm trying to reprogram myself. When I first played Stardew, very much on a rushing train. Not Russian, that we're not going along the Orient Express. A rushing train, trying to kind of get the community centre finished things. Now I'm like, actually, we're just gonna vibe it. We're just gonna see how we go with it. And you know, if it means that, spoiler alert, for Granddaddy's test, that we don't get 12 points or whatever it is, then so be it. That's fine. That's fine. You know why? Because we don't live for other people. We live for our frickin' selves, dude. Anyway, now that you've heard my true blue words of wisdom, you're all thinking, no wonder he's a teacher with words of inspiration like that. I know. Ooh. Dandelion or daffodil, I forget. Why do I feel like it's an important day today? I don't remember. Can't be that important. Ah, yes, Demetrius wanted that seaweed, so let's see if we can go find some quickly. We've got plenty of energy left, plenty of time left in the day. Hello, people. Just gonna scooch past. Right, quick just of the old chair front. Yep, there's the click. Hope you all heard that. Promise it was not my back. I'm not that old yet. Odds on us getting seaweed immediately. Realising I've got a lot of inventory space. That'd be exciting. Sorry, we're going into the rare air. I am not doing much talking. I really, don't bottle it. I really didn't think I was going to get the treasure chest there. Flounder? What are you guys doing? Floundering about? Ha 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 ha. Oh, and we spent all that time for 5 stone. Aren't we a set of lucky boys? Yeah, sorry, I feel like I've talked a bit about teaching in this episode, but you know, just thought feels the air, thought it might be useful to someone out there. Might just, sorry, treasure chest, you were useless. Thought it might be useful for, maybe there are a few people interested in getting into teaching. It's a nightmare. It's a very fun job. It is a nightmare, but you know, it's just, oh baby. We're going to get rid of the dandelion. And seaweed ahoy, I reckon Demetrius is at the bar, ready and dancing. Anywho, yeah, I don't know. Teaching is just a weird profession, if I'm being honest. It's one of those, love it because every day's different. Get some right stories, but it is peculiar sometimes. Demetrius is busy. Does he not want his seaweed? Unbelievable. Some people are just so freaking rude. The fresh air of this valley is good for my body and mind. Thank you, Elliot. Hello, Leah. It's simpler to be friends with the trees. They don't have much to say. What a peculiar thing to say, Leah. Hey, I was doing my nightly rounds and noticed that your first parsnip was ready. Congratulations. Thank you. I wonder, is that hard-coded, do you think? To like when we make the first harvest? I don't know. Just weird. The man, Shane. Oh, boy. Have I said hello to you yet? We got him. We got them all. Just like Pokemon. Give someone a gift. I've already done that. Anyway, Prairie King. Here we go. Completely forgot this existed. I have no idea. If I'm being open and honest with you guys, I have had to take my headset off. It is clutch up, clutch up. It's one of those ones where I was trying to clutch up. You guys clearly interrupt me. It was yeah, one of those ones where the battery just went out basically. So I have absolutely no idea whether this is pleasant on the ear or not. But you know what? I do like a bit of Prairie King. I feel like in a slightly different world, Prairie King could be goated. I think could be a cool roguelike, you know. I've just figured out why I think I like it. It's because it reminds me of The Binding of Isaac. Which, by the way, love The Binding of Isaac. Remember playing that when it first came out. Watched, what was his name? Was it Biznap, I think, playing it? And it was just, you know, Minx as well, I think was the YouTuber's name. She was very cool. RPG Minx, that was it. Anyway, remember watching all these YouTubers playing. I thought, yeah, let's just give it a go. Unbelievably difficult, but did really enjoyed it. And then, you know, a little while later, brought out the one, the only Binding of Isaac, Rebirth, and that is a clutch. Nope, never mind. That is a game and a half to say the least. Love The Binding of Isaac. Such a fun game, but unbelievably difficult, of course. I think it's the achievements that kill me, to be honest. I love doing the achievement hunting side of things. You know, recently I got 100% on The Witcher 3, and it's one of those ones where you just go like, yep, it's really fun, it's a really good game, but it has something like, what, 800 and something achievements, and then they've, you know, released like different expansions and this and that, and you just go like, guys, can we just like let's let people actually succeed, I guess, right? You know, because when they're releasing that many, I mean, don't get me wrong, they released a ton of new achievements with I'm trying to remember what the name of it was. Was it Afterbirth? No, Repentance came out. They released a ton of new achievements because there were a ton of new characters that came out, the tainted versions of characters, and such a good game. But I just about managed to get 100% on Afterbirth when that came out. I think memory tells me yes, but now that I'm thinking about it, I think I might have one or two achievements. I was very close to 100% one way or another, and then they brought out, just use it. Oh, and then I just gone and ended myself. Truly delightful. Yeah, then they brought out that as a Repentance as a DLC, and it just added so much content, and I was like, can I love the game. Can I be bothered to essentially dedicate days to getting 100% when I was already so close? And I just kind of, I was at a point in my life where I was like, not really in good faith, to be honest, which, I mean, in many ways makes me sad because, as mentioned, I absolutely love The Binding of Isaac. the more I think about them, I'm like, I should play a bit more of it. But also, such a difficult game, and when you get to the level of item bloat that it had, where it was like, and now your tier effect is pink, and it's like, but what about? I should have bought the boot, shouldn't I? Now that I think about it, that's exactly what's getting me dunzoed in a lot of these. It's movement speed. But anyway, now your tiers are like pink or whatever, and you just go like, I appreciate that, but I would quite like to, I get the sense that we're not going to go and last much longer in Prairie King, just as an FYI. Yeah, when you have that much item or that many items in a game, you need to kind of like either code in ways to get more synergistic items, because you're getting to a point where a lot of the game is just like almost untenable because, or not maybe untenable, that's definitely over dramatic. I apologize, Edmund, but it's just like really hard. Like, in my opinion, not really. It's just grinding hard, which some people love. I think Edmund loves. I think, if I remember his interview correctly, really wants The Binding of Isaac to be like a very challenging game, like very unforgivingly challenging game. And, as the developer, that's his prerogative, I suppose. But as the consumer, you just go like, this is too difficult, Edmund. I don't feel so good, Mr. Stark. Yep, there we go. Last life. Um, yeah, it just got to a point for me where I was just like, I'm not really finding this fun now, because I'm just spending my time either holding basically holding the restart button until I get something that's decent, or I'm just, basically just hanging around trying to make a run that maybe it's going to beat these really challenging late game bosses, maybe it won't. Yeah, anyway, I promise this was not intended to be me getting on a soapbox and just slating the game design of The Binding of Isaac. It really was meant to be oh, I love The Binding of Isaac and it's such a good game, and honestly, I don't know why I'm explaining this to you guys when you almost certainly, if you're watching a channel like this, have already seen or played The Binding of Isaac yourself, which, if you haven't, give it a go. It's a fantastic game, but you just get to a point with it where you're like, yeah, why is every person feeling the need to give their feedback on it, basically? It's long and short of it. Um, it was not meant to be a tear of anything. It was meant to be. I wonder if that was sound cue for Prairie King being about, or the zombie mode in Prairie King being about to end. Either way, didn't hear it, so that's my bad. Hash browns, omelette, pancakes, mackie roll. Lots of different things on the go. Anyway, yeah, I just think it's a good game, basically, and I'm just gonna leave it at that because I don't want it to seem like I'm slating Clint. Let me pass, Clint. I don't want to make it sound like I'm slating The Binding of Isaac, because it is a phenomenal game, and like, achievement, the hard work of Edmund and his team, essentially Team Nicholas, if I'm not mistaken, although it's been years since I last played The Binding of Isaac. Excuse me, Demetrius. The audience are listening to me waffle, and I would really like to give you. I could have done it the entire time. Hello, Bobby Brick. So you saw the ad I posted. Looks perfect. Here's your payment, as promised. Well, I apologise. Apparently, I've just wasted every single person watching's time by randomly playing Prairie King instead of, moving on, essentially. But, it's the joy. It's the joy. Yeah, no, I just think, if I look at it, I'm like, do I prefer Binding of Isaac or Enter the Gungeon? Both are obviously, like, in my mind, 10 out of 10 games, in essence. Like, really, really excellent developed, handcrafted love games. But I just go, which one would I say I prefer? Anywho, on to Saturday we go. Let's see if Scarecrow, this is what we like after being harangued by crows taking our poor crops. I've just... Oh no. I've just realised I've not bought the cauliflower I wanted to buy. Is he open on Saturday? Yes, I know. Oh wait, no, I didn't know that one. I forgot I could get that one. Sorry, I thought that was in relation to the build a scarecrow, level up farming. Well, my bad. Right, scarecrow. Wood, coal, fibre. Fibre is here. Wood is there. Got the coal in the inventory. Scarecrow town. There we go. And we're going to put him right. Let's put him right there. Seems like he'd be happiest there. Okay, got a fair few harvested. Oh, mail. You've got mail. My sources tell me you've been poking around inside the old community centre. Why don't you pay me a visit? My chambers are west of the forest lake in the stone house. I may have information concerning your rat problem. M. Rasmodius, wizard. Grand wizard. Truly delightful. What can I do? Advancement, we take that. Meet the wizard, obviously we'll do that in a few minutes. I'm trying to remember if once I'm pretty sure we go there and he gives us like a potion or something like that, but I'm trying to remember if that ends the day or not. One way or another, let's go make use of our bamboo pole to get some fishing done. Clear a path through. You know what, let's make this less of a maze as well. Just geode. I forgot about geodes. And also, because I've mined this, I now need to go back to my little storage box and tuck these things away. Also, those people who noticed a little stop edit, once again, my partner is asking me about Stardew Valley questions. In some ways, quite nice to be considered by someone to be an expert, air quotes, in something, because it gets lonely. So no, you know, you just forget. After you get a few hundred hours in, you see the subreddits and the forums and stuff like that. And it's people who know like every tiny little fact about Stardew, which is awesome, to be clear, but it leaves you feeling like almost a beginner the entire time. So when you have someone who actually is a beginner, then you kind of go, oh wait, actually, I know more than I think I did about a subject, and I'm sure you guys have something that you're knowledgeable about. Write it in the comments below, haha. Not haha, seriously, write in the comments below. Me, your sleep paralysis demon, looking at you. Write it in the comments. But, you know, everyone has that something that they kind of have a special interest. You know, my sister has all these incredible facts about speech and language therapy and speech impediments and things like that. One of my work colleagues, she's like a Pokemon dictionary. She knows everything there is to know. I think they have like the Pokidoku or something like that. That she is like wizard at, unbelievably capable at. I'm still trying to find mine. At some point, I'll figure out what my special little interest is. Maybe it's just, as you've learned, maybe it's just rambling. Maybe it's just talking about nothing for a long time. I'm going to go silent whilst fishing and leave us all to ponder our life choices. Well, that was a nice way to spend the time. All of that for a cola can. Right, let's quickly go check PS and see if we can plant some cauliflower before we go speak to Mr. Wizard. Is today a day for anything? No, Lewis's birthday tomorrow. Need eel. No chance we'll be able to catch that. Oh, we can. Nice. Just get basically as many as possible. We're going to absolutely load up on the collie front. How long does it take? 12 days, so day 18, 28 in a month, so it's 28, I'm pretty sure it's 28 a month in Stardew, so by that point we'll have the harvest for the 19th. Just thinking about how we can max on. No, I said I was going to just relax and enjoy this save, and you know what? That's what I'm going to try and frickin' do, man. So, no, we'll figure out on the 18th, we'll figure out what it is. Watch me after I end this little recording, go and Google best possible ways to min-max cauliflower and parsnip turnover in year 1 spring. How to. I've realised the mistake I've made. Well, that was a bit of a mix-up. Well, one chance at a giant cauliflower, I suppose. No, it's relaxed. Yeah, I meant to do that, ma'am. I meant to, yeah, it's whatever, dude. I meant to do that. So what? What are you gonna do about it? Huh? Right. Even my chair's clicking. I'm just like, no, just take the L. Just stop talking. Right. What's Mr. Wizard going to say to us? I say, chopping up wood instead. Listen, it's all good ways to spend the time. There we go. Can't forget that one poor little bit of wood. Come in. I am Rasmodius, seeker of the arcane truths, mediary between physical and ethereal, master of the 7 elementals, keeper of the sacred you get the point. And you, Bobby Brick, the one whose arrival I have long foreseen. Here, I'd like to show you something. Behold, my mixtape. That's ha ha ha. What a good joke. You've seen one before, haven't you? They call themselves the Juminos. Mysterious spirits, these ones. For some reason, they refuse to speak with me. I'm not sure why they've moved into the community centre, but you have no reason to fear them. You found a golden scroll written in unknown language? Most interesting. Stay here. I'm going to see for myself. I'll return shortly. Off he goes. Truly delightful. And he's back. I found the notes. The language is obscure, but I was able to decipher it. We the Juminos are happy to aid you. In return we ask for gifts of the valley. If you are one with the forest, then you will see the true nature of this scroll. Juminos out here trying to encourage us to engage in recreational usage. One with the forest. What do they mean? That's probably... we're going for an ASMR look now. Just sniff again. I hope you enjoy that. I'm so sorry if you didn't. I'm really sorry. Aha! Come here. My cauldron is bubbling with ingredients from the forest. Baby fern, moss grub, camel toad... I'm illiterate. Camel top toadstool. Can you smell it? Here, drink up. Let the essence of the forest permeate your body. We're taking a trip once again. I know exactly what's going to happen here. I really hope that this is not too loud for you guys, because I can't stress this enough. I don't have my headphones on, so for me, I'm just watching a very relaxing sea of green. You're in a frozen forest. The trees around you sway in the breeze. We're going for a much more ASMR vibe than I've ever gone for before. They sway happily, and your vision blurs. You've gained the power of forest magic. Now you can decipher the true meaning of the Junimo scrolls. How delightful. It didn't jump us forward to the later that night. Okay, that's slightly surprised me if I'm being honest. Right, is there anything else going on here? I don't know why I've said that. All I'm doing is chopping down a tree. Is there anything else going on here? Let me just check by absolutely yoting this tree. Drink the Joja Cola. Chug, 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 chug. And we're just gonna sprint for a bit. Feel the caffeine. Well, to any of those of you watching, listening, hopefully sleeping, of course, you know, do always feel free to comment and just say things that you might be interested in falling asleep to whilst I play. I can't promise that I'll play everything. There are some things that, I'll be honest, don't really enjoy playing, like racing games. For some reason, Mortal Kombat type fighting games. They've just, well, I say Mortal Kombat type fighting games, but I did, or did, past tense, I do absolutely love playing Super Smash Bros. There is something about that game that I just enjoy watching characters I grew up with absolutely kick the Christ out of one another, clearly. It's just very compelling to not only participate but just view, to be honest. It was always fun during COVID. It was me, my mum, my sister, and my brother-in-law all bubbled. Do you remember that? Bubbled together during COVID. That was a good time. And we just decided. I'm sure Nintendo absolutely had an amazing time during COVID in terms of their selling of different things, because we, and I'm sure many other people, were stuck inside and bought a Switch just to pass the time. Got Super Smash Bros. During it, and oh my gosh, played an ungodly, ungodly amount of Super Smash Bros. Through it, and I really, really enjoyed it. My main was between Donkey Kong and Inkling, personally. There's something about watching it just absolutely beat the Christ out of my brother-in-law, who mained a variety of different characters. He's one of those annoying people that's like really competent at whatever he sets his mind to. So he was very, very good at Smash. Again, annoyingly, and dare I say selfishly too. And he would play Roy, was one of the characters. Minecraft Steve was another. And then also Incineroar. I remember he played a lot of Incineroar. And I don't know what it was about Incineroar, who just countered me. Hard time. Absolutely. Anytime he did anything, I just could not wrap my head around it. Absolutely hated playing against Incineroar. Try to think who else he played. Bit of young Link as well, if I remember correctly. But yeah, that was a good time. I do like a bit of Super Smash Bros. It's not a game I played a lot during my childhood. I mean, I played like Super Mario Bros. And those kind of games, but never really Super Smash. I think the first time I played it, I was at... Hello, Shane. Shane, speak to me, Shane. This weather makes me thirsty. Join the Hydro Homies, bro. I highly recommend it. This rain also makes me feel like it. My arms are really sore, but that's the sign of progress for guys like me. So that was Alex tripping up over his lines, not me. I would never. Ha ha ha. Lewis's birthday tomorrow. Going to have a good think about what he might like. Yeah, no. I just think, yeah, so good fun, basically. And for those eagle-eared amongst you, absolutely no memory of what I was saying a minute ago. Really just don't remember. So, like, subscribe, and follow for more content. Har har har. Dig this up quickly. No acorns in my land. What was I saying? Oh, can't be too important. Just a foolish thought, I've no doubt. Right, let's go get a bit more fishing done before it is bedtime. May as well make use of the energy, see if we can get a little bit more moolah. That way, we can try and buy some more. Whoa. He's flying. He's absolutely flying. Come back. Oh my god. Dial him. Just dial. I hate you. What on earth was that? The rod. It slipped from my fingers. I tried my best, I promise, sir. Yeah. Anyway, we'll probably see if we... It's you, my nemesis. Come here. You're gonna go up. He's going down. He's countered me. I don't know what you are, but you need to stay in my good books, fella. I will have my vendetta brought to justice. Anywho, yeah, I don't know. I remember now. It was, yeah, first time I played Smash was when I was younger. I went to a friend's house who, and this is really going to sound like I'm, tooting my own horn, but I can't stress, it's really not meant to sound like that. I went to a friend's house who, lovely guy now, clearly had some problems when we were younger, and his solution to that was to lie compulsively. So we went to his house and he was like, oh yeah, I've got Super Smash Bros. On the Wii. I was like, oh my goodness. I in fact, obviously as a 13-year-old, said exactly those words. Oh my gee golly gosh. That sounds absolutely fandobidocious. I hate you, whatever you are. I didn't say that. That was to the fish. Anyway, I was at this friend's house and he brought out Super Smash Bros. On the Wii. I was like, oh my goodness, that sounds incredible. I would love to partake in some of that. And played it, but he went, just to preempt you, I'm actually amazing at Super Smash. I am incredible. And I proceeded to absolutely knock the stuffing out of him over like 10 games. It's one of those ones where he was just very competitive. I said, clearly going through stuff, bless him, in hindsight, but he was like, got super competitive and took it super personally. I was like, well, it's time to go home now, because I lived around the corner. So I was like, I'm just gonna have to, no, we will finish this. I was like, well, I thought we finished it on the 10th game we played when I, beat you again. I can't stress enough, bless him. It's like one of those nightmare scenarios where you hype yourself up, and then he lost every single game that we played against one another. It was like, oh, buddy. It's one of those ones. He probably didn't, but I would have been up thinking about it late into the night. Right, how have we done in terms of money? A few hundred, not too bad actually. I thought we might get a little bit less than we got. That's, oh my goodness, you wouldn't believe how many parsnips we can fit into this bad boy. Stir fry, oof. I could absolutely go for a lovely stir fry right now. What's the weather like tomorrow? Rain. So, someone remind me, but I'm pretty deluxe fishing pole, some bait you can attach to it. Well, hey. Oh, more mail. Hi, me sell hat, okay, Poke? Come to old house, Poke. Bring coins. Hat mouse. I don't remember the hat mouse. Is that new? I just got incredibly unlucky with that potato pull, because I swear potatoes are supposed to yield a fair few. Into the sin bin it goes. Anyway, yeah, it's just one of those ones where I think he maybe spoke before he thought about. He didn't realise what a gaming god I am. No, I'm just obviously joking. I cannot stress I am absolutely trash at Super Smash Bros. Like, it's one of those ones where pointing the wrong way whilst making attacks and, doing this, the CPU will often, you have a new challenger approaches and the CPU pops up. And I would say it's realistically a flip of a coin whether I'm beating that CPU. It normally goes to absolute town on me. When I was playing a quick round of Smash, as you do, we had Diddy Kong, not Diddy, Diddy Kong, decide to approach. He stepped to me, and I thought, well, I'm playing DK, it's fitting. And Diddy absolutely took me to Pound Town. No two ways about it. It was humbling in many ways. Humiliating would probably be more of a term. I think I got a few % on him, and then got absolutely whooped by the banana gun. He absolutely let loose on the banana gun on me. And yeah, by the end of it I was like, you know what? I'm just going to put the controller down for a little bit. I just need a bit of a brain break from this. That's the teach side. Just need a bit of a brain break, guys. Gonna get a wet paper towel on this bad boy. My emotions need a wet paper towel. Ah, Penny, hello. Hello. The weather's interesting today, don't you think? The thing about Arsenal is they always try and walk it in. Right. Pierre. 6 copper. I will try. But I absolutely can't stress enough how much I hate this quest, because when I played before, it would always bug out, and you'd have like 7 coppers. But I don't want 7, I want 6. So you'd do a bit of adjusting and be like, no, you've really messed me around with this, you big bully. And I'd be like, Clint, I mean no offense by this, you are the worst human being I've ever met, and I hope that you can't find a pair of matching socks in the morning. That's it. I hope that you have that happen to you, because you know what? You deserve to have a gentle inconvenience occur to you for your folly in stepping to me. Anywhom, into the mines we go. Once again, I'm never certain how to feel whether it's too ASMR. It's like, yes, just listen to the gentle tip-tap of these rocks being absolutely slam-dunked by me. Delightful. Oh, okay, we actually have to make space. Yeah, let's go with the slime. And I'm certain that the sound of the sword is incredibly annoying. I'm still not going to stop though. just to be frank, just to be really, really open and honest with you guys. Right. Let's have a look. How are we getting on? Any copper? Any copper, please? A copper for your thoughts. Let's crack these bad boys. More stone. How delightful. I always wonder, what does blocking do in Stardew Valley? And don't say, ha ha ha, it blocks damage. Yeah, I freaking know it probably blocks damage. When I'm saying what does block do, I mean, is it like actually effective at stopping damage? Because anytime I've tried to use it, it just feels like I'm essentially doing nothing. I'm just like, hey, hi there, damage, come on through. I'm just gonna take a mild hit. I'd just rather constantly spam the attack button. And I say constantly spam, but I'm not sure that's perhaps the correct terminology, because I watched my partner play a little bit, and she showed me the true meaning of constantly spam, which I get in the sense of she's on Switch, so it's not as intuitive in terms of controls, I guess, right? But it's it's certainly something to see her repeatedly just absolutely mash down on the the buttons in an attempt to stop whatever's going to hit her from hitting her. But, and you know where this is going, gentle reader. Inevitably, it just leads to her getting hit more because she's not moving away from it or getting ready. And I say all of this, I felt the game a rage watching her. I was like, why are you not playing it optimally? I am 100% certain that there are people who would watch me with how I just went through the mine there and be like, I hate you. You are Satan. You shall face the wrath of 1,000 fires. There's a point to be said for that. There is a point to be said for that. But sorry, not sorry about what I say. I'm just trying to have some fun and all that jazz. As I'm pretty sure that's a historical terminology as well. I'm pretty sure that someone famous in history said that little line. But anyway, I will probably stop there before I have someone lean into their computer and punch me in the head. Whether that's reasonable or not, I leave up to you to decide. I do want to give them the copper, but I do have PTSD from when I last played, so I'm going to donate first to Gunter, and then I'm going to go back and give Clint his copper ores. What's this? You found something. Let me see it. Remarkable. It's very old. I'd love to study this in greater detail, but it is yours. I've got a favor to ask you. Could you consider donating any new artifacts or minerals that you find? We could make a groundbreaking discovery together. Oh, and who knows? If you keep donating, I might come across some interesting items to send your way. Ha ha ha. Think about it, will you? If you decide to donate, just bring the object to the front desk. When I first started playing Stardew Valley, I thought he was going to be a villain of something. He just strikes me as being amongst the shadiest individuals. Let's keep the amethyst, because, spoiler alert, Abigail loves amethyst. So let's keep a hold of it as a birthday treat. I feel like she might be a December birthday. When's her birthday? Abigail. Did I say December? I meant winter, but that's still wrong. Fall. We'll see. We'll see. Hello, Mr. Clint. How many did you want? Also, we'll get rid of that. 6 copper ores. No. No. It's trying to gift them. Don't. I told you I had PTSD from it. No. I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna freaking blow. I'm gonna absolutely blow, man. Right, lob that down there. We lob this down here. Oh my goodness, would you look at that? You brought the yours I requested, great. That all looks to be of great quality. Sorry, I forgot I was doing the autist. You can keep them, of course. I just wanted to see how the local geology is doing. And here's your payment as promised. Well, never mind. That was all that fuss for exactly nothing. How delightful. But who knows, maybe it would have been problematic. I don't know. Clint is his own special breed at the end of the day. We just say, okay, Clint. Say it with me, guys. Okay, Clint. Can you guys tell I'm a teacher? How delightful. Since you've been spending some time in the old community centre, it's good to know someone's taking care of the place. I have not gone. It's Mayor Lewis's birthday. Give me just a moment. Right, I think I was saying, sorry, my partner came back. We are going to give Mr. Lewis a parsnip, and if we see Haley, we can give her a daffodil before the weekly timer reset. It was preordained, destiny even. For me, thank you. My sister is so weird. Sometimes I wonder if we're actually related. So true. Right, where would Lewis be, do we think? In here? In his home? I have no idea if this is his home. Nope, that's a different elderly people. Let's check. Maybe he's down here. Maybe he's down here. I almost said she's down here. Wasn't expecting that. Ah, hello there, Bobby Brick. I was just loading some more prizes into this machine here. What? I don't remember this. It's a new program I've come up with to help to promote a spirit of goodwill among the townfolk, you included. It's pretty simple. Sometimes when you help out others in the town, you'll receive a prize ticket. You can turn them in for rewards. There's some special stuff in there. That's new. My only worry is that people would just go after the tickets rather than cultivating a true compassion for their fellow man. I just want to help. Is that so? Well, I'm glad to hear that. At any rate, keep checking the Help Wanted board in town. That's a good way to get your hands on more tickets. Good luck out there. Hello, good evening. I have no idea what that means. Right, you get a parsnip on your birthday. Ah, you remembered the old mayor's birthday. That's very thoughtful of you. And it's a nice gift. You're welcome. Lost and found box. I wonder what that's used for. Anything for us down here? Let's have a quick look. Oh, yes, quite possibly. Carrots. Very nice. Not too bad, not a bad haul. Right, let's go back, let's get these planted, and then that should be the end of the 7th of spring. I've just realised energy. Right, let's hope we have enough energy as well. Let's go Carrot Town up here. And I guess parsnips can just be the rest. I know what you're thinking. Wow, he is so capable at putting things together in a clear and organised manner. Thank you. I know, I was wondering if you'd notice. We've all been talking about it. Right, we're gonna have to eat something, otherwise this is gonna be a no bueno. Parsnip to the rescue. We got enough to do this little bit up here, do we reckon? Oh, bang on 0. Right, we're going to leave it there. And Queen of Sauce. Stir fry. Okay, I thought we'd already watched that one. Hello, Doug. And nighty night, one and all.